I quit my $55,000 a year Wall Street job at 22 years old, and now I make 3 times my corporate salary in just 1 month working for myself. And are you wondering why? It's because I learned this one specific thing about money that changed everything for me. Going from where I was to where I am now, it first started with a mindset shift. I didn't understand what money was or really how it worked. In this video, I am going to be sharing all of my insights on money and all of the secrets that the rich are keeping from you. The amount of value I'm going to provide in this video is something that I wish I would have had years ago. So no matter where you are, make sure you watch all the way until the end, because I probably would have paid $10,000 just for this video alone. So to give you some context, when I was working my job on Wall Street, I was just checking all the boxes, right? Get the best job, work on Wall Street, move to New York City, everything that felt really good on pen and paper, but it wasn't aligned. I felt like I was living in the Matrix, and I felt like I just kept doing everything that I was told, but I was deeply unhappy and unfulfilled. I was sitting at my cubicle and scrolling on Poshmark, learning about how I could sell my own clothes and make a little extra income because I was $25,000 in debt. That was like half of my yearly salary that I had to pay back for my student loans to get me this job. And that's when I realized how the system really works. They want you to go to college, get in debt, then get a job and spend your life paying off that debt, saving your money for retirement when you're too old to actually even enjoy the money and be able to travel. It just all felt wrong to me. I hated my job and I hated my life. It was just when I was scrolling awake at night at 3 o'clock in the morning and I was searching up how to make money online. I felt like I was trapped. I felt like my head was sinking underwater. So that's what I thought. I thought it was over until one day I realized that money is just energy. So the way that I felt about money is the way that money felt about me. And it was only when I discovered the book, The Secret, that I realized how this universe actually really works. Things that you think about manifest into your reality. So everything is made of energy. But what I first had to do was actually break down the limiting beliefs and generational scarcity that I had around money. You see, I thought to always save your money and always hold on to it. But think about a relationship. If you're always holding on and clinging to somebody, they're gonna feel that and they're gonna wanna subconsciously run away. And they might, matter of fact, actually run away. So what I want you to ask yourself is, if you were in a relationship with money, what would money say about you? And when I answered this question, I realized that money would tell me that, why are you so afraid of me? Why are you so afraid to spend me? These were the belief shifts that I had to have. Every time I spend money, I'm actually supporting our economy. I'm supporting someone else's business. I'm giving back to the world. This is what people mean when they say to cultivate an abundance mindset, because the more abundantly you think, the more abundantly you will receive. I want to just make a quick disclaimer that you can't just go spend crazy and say, I have an abundance mindset. Your actions have to match your words. It doesn't mean recklessly spending it or going on shopping sprees that feel out of alignment or out of integrity. So I want you to check in with yourself every time you spend money. And I want you to ask yourself, if I put money out into the universe right now, I am getting tenfold back to me. Now for number 2, and this one's a little bit spicy. Corporate America is the Matrix. I'm gonna share with you today some hidden costs of what working in corporate America is really doing for you and holding you back from. You see, I remember living in New York City in my high-rise apartment that I couldn't even afford, so I had to actually work a second job by getting additional income in through doing some online work like web design and social media management. And then I realized that it really was like the golden handcuffs. I was able to work in New York City. I received a paycheck every 2 weeks, no matter what I was doing. But I realized that I was being trapped in this rat race. I was overworked. My mind, my body, my spirit, it didn't feel good, and it felt so out of alignment to be doing work that didn't light me up, because I just kept thinking to myself, why would I work so hard for someone else when I could do this same work 10 times better for myself? Which leads me into number 3, which is the passion pursuit. After realizing the truth about corporate America, I immediately started looking back on what is my true purpose, my calling. I believe that Source is always working through us, and God, universe, whatever you choose to believe in, is always working through us and using us as a vessel. And I knew that me working in corporate America was not honoring that commitment I made to be in this lifetime. I realized that I wasn't here to just trade my time for money and sit at a desk all day, and maybe you're feeling like that too. So it's really time for you to start tapping into that and really thinking to yourself, what am I here on this earth to do? What is my life's purpose? How can I use my skills and passions and drive to create some magic in this world. After I found my passion, which was helping to transform people, I realized that something that I've done really well in my life and for friends and for family, even before I had my business, was my ability to transform people's lives. Whether that's through the conversations I was having, whether that was through my social media management business, I loved transforming people and watching people see their fullest potential. So now's the time to really think to yourself, what value can I bring to this world? Because you'll always be rewarded for the value that you can give. So it could be general. It doesn't have to be so specific, like a mindset coach, for example. Then it can be something that you enjoy. Are you a creative? Are you an artist? What do you do? What do you love to do that you're really good at and people always compliment you about? And number 3, what is something that you can turn into a high income? I mean, look up the people that are doing this. Some of the biggest artists, some of the biggest songwriters telling you this is what's possible for you. And for me, it was actually creating content. So I started making mindset and manifestation videos on TikTok. Then I took it over to Instagram. Then people were asking me how to become a content creator. And then I started creating content about that. You see, my success has not been linear. It's taken me a really long time, but the number one thing that I will toot my own horn about is the fact that I just got started before I ever felt ready, because I was here to fulfill on my greater purpose. It was keeping me up at night. And if you also like the idea of becoming a content creator, of spreading your message with the world, of transforming lives, I've created a free course entirely for you to learn how you can monetize as a content creator and get your message out into the world, and also transform other people's lives through the visuals you create, through the copy that you write. There's so many avenues to succeed as a content creator, and I want to show you exactly how. So make sure you click that link in the description, and I'll break down the step-by-step process on how you can do this too. I have to interrupt this video quickly because I want to give a shout out to school, which is where I host my online courses. As you may know, I create these videos to help you escape the matrix and achieve a life of freedom. And the way I've been able to do that is through my online education company. The reason why I love online education, like courses and coaching, is because in my 2 years of selling online courses, I've come to realize that people don't buy for the information, they buy for the community. And that's what school does really well. Give you the platform to actually bridge the gap between having someone buy your course and actually be a part of your movement and your community. School is an all-in-one platform where you can host your course, your community, and your calendar all in one place. I currently host my membership and my signature online course with School and have over 300 active clients among the two communities. If you're also looking to monetize as a content creator, click the link in the description for a 14-day free trial to School now. And number 4, I would say it's alternate income streams. Now, I'm not a big believer in having your head in so many different buckets, but having a few different income streams for your one main thing. So for me, I'm a content creator. So some of my income streams look like affiliate income. I get paid for the softwares that I recommend to people or the links in my descriptions. Then I have my online courses, some digital products where people can learn while I sleep. When I was living in Bali and people were able to watch my courses while I was sleeping, that's how you scale. That's how you leverage opportunity. Then, for example, paid posts and sponsorships. That's another way to monetize as a content creator. So focus and find your one thing, and then find what can be supplementary to all grow that one thing and diversify your income within your one transformation and your one offer. And I would say number 5 is that the biggest scam is working your whole life, saving money for retirement, and then expecting to enjoy things when you're too old to enjoy the things that you could in your 20s, your 30s, or your 40s. And for all my women out there, I mean, if you want to become a mom, the best years are going to be when your kids are little and enjoying that time. So why not create a life for yourself where you can have freedom, not just 6 or 8 weeks on maternity leave? Create something that can actually be run while you're being a mom. I was bought into the lie, into the scam, into the matrix. I was working this 9-to-5 job. I was so burnt out at night that I was passing out at 7 p.m., sleeping until 11 a.m. on the weekends, and I'm a morning person. I wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. sleeping because I was so sleep deprived and I had sleep debt, and I was making $300 a week when I first started on a part-time salary. Compared to now, in my mid-20s, I just traveled the world with my partner. We lived in Bali for 6 months. I used to live in a high-rise in New York City. I've traveled to over 20 countries, and I have so much opportunity because I just decided to take a chance on myself. So if there's one thing that you take away from this video, let it be this. The fear of regret is greater than the fear of failure. And it all starts with one practice a day. Say one affirmation a day, say one sentence of gratitude. It really gets to be that simple. But what's hard is staying consistent and staying committed. If you're looking to take a similar shift in your life, the best thing you can do is watch this video next, and I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know.